Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. I need you guys to smash that like button because you guys asked for the best free plugins, and this video is going to show you part one. So in this part one, we're going to cover Kontakt Player. This is a completely free plugin that lets you load up what are called Kontakt library banks. And these are free Kontakt banks for you guys. So one is called Shreddage 3 Precision Free. So this is their bass guitar. So we're going to mess with this. Sounds really good. And here's another company called Fracture Sounds. They have one called Blueprint, and this one's called Electric Keys. So really dope sounding keys. I'm actually shocked this is free. All right, so we're going to get into production after we go through these sounds. The next one is Mickelburgh Piano. This one's just like the Drake piano. It just has that emotion, and it's super like Travis Scott, very dusty piano. Just sounds really authentic and really just like perfectly old in a good way. Now the next one is called Shreddage 3 Stratus Free. This is a really good plugin. I love it for the fact that you don't have to do all these like key switches to make it sound good. You just hit the keys harder. Now for those who have used Kontakt and plugins for guitar before, you understand how convoluted it can get with key switches. So I love how quick you could just play softer and get real mutes. And just play harder. So I love the fact that you don't have to do too much to make it sound realistic. The next one is called Project Sam, the free Orchestra 2. There's a version 1 and 2. I found that 2 just sounds like, these are sounds you really want to have in your library. Talk about soul samples. So let's see if we can combine all this stuff. I have no idea if all this stuff will combine. I did not pre-think about this video. Let's use some like MJ drums to get like a nice swing. And let's use the butterfly drums. You already know. If you know, you know type thing. All right. And then let me see what else can we find in here. Got to find a snare or clap. Actually, no, snare is more MJ style. He was heavy on those snares. Do something like this. All right, so now we got the 93 BPM. Let's put these sounds to use. So we're gonna do boom, ka, boom, just to start off. Nothing crazy. Let's add this little shaker. Now the trick is to go to the shaker and time shift that thing. So it goes like that. So it's tricky. You don't want to put too much time before the sound. Should be like that. So it's tricky. We got to do this by ear. All right, so I think we got it. All right, so now we got the basic drums. Let's go back to the grid and start adding some keys. So I'm thinking we're going to do D minor here. So these are the Blueprint keys. Really well done. I'm just freestyling chords here. Don't like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. So yeah, I was thinking too much. That's what I get. Let's do this again. I had to throw in that turnaround chord. All right, now let's turn this down and see if we can fit the bass underneath. So now we're going to use the Shreddage 3 Precision Free. And let's see if we can come up with a bass line. Something like that. 2, 3, dun, dun, dun. Let me do that again. Again, when you overthink, you tend to mess up the recording. Let's try this again. All right, 8th time's a charm. Actually shocked at how it responds to velocity. That's why I was trying to mess with the timing and the velocity a little bit. So this one sounds really good. The fact that this is free is like kind of crazy. All right, now let's see if we can add this Mickelburgh Piano. Now it's not necessarily going to fit this texture, but let's see if we can add some kind of motif in here. Some kind of melodic idea. Yeah, let's do like kind of fantasy drum or fantasy piano. So I'm just playing D minor like that, but just holding the sustain pedal. All right, so I'm going to take out the second to last chord. Just mistime that chord. So far, these sounds all work together. Just chop off the ends here. All right, so the next instrument is the Stratus Shreddage 3 Stratus Free. Now the question is, what are we going to do with this? Now my favorite new thing is the pitch bend chords. Something like that. And again, like I said, the fact that this is free is actually crazy. 1, 2, 3, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 2, 3, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Like I said, this is crazy that it's free. So it sounds like a realistic, you know, pitch bend guitar, and it sounds just clean. So you could add distortion if you guys want, running through some amp plugins. I think it just sounds good as is. Let's see if we can add this percussive. So we're just adding little like sounds to fill in the gaps as the sound turns around. The fact that we can get this crazy of a sound for free plugins is actually insane. We need to give these companies respect. This is crazy that we can get the sound out of this. Let's add a little more octave chords in here just to spread out the tone. So to separate the one higher octave electric keys, let's see if we can trigger any effects inside. So again, I don't need a bunch of effects. I just want to see if I'm getting used to this new Kontakt. I'm not sure how to use this thing. Okay, let's got to go back to classic view. All right, so in here, let's just maybe add chorus and maybe a little more reverb and atmosphere. So now we can feel the difference. So they each have their own pocket. So now I can either add more bass notes or just see if we could, let me see what we could do with the bass. I might just add more notes in here. So it looks like we have a lot of control. So I kind of want to add these little pitch bends. Now, I'm not sure if they've limited the amount of notes we can actually play on the bass, because I don't know how high basses go up naturally just off the top of my head, but it seems limited, but that's not a negative thing. I'm just letting you guys know my goal was to play like an octave higher, just like one octave higher, but there's no note there. Now there may be some button to let me switch, I don't know, but that's why I don't really mess with key switches, because you have to learn too much. And it just interferes with the playing style when you have 1,000 key switches. So I'm sure these key switches do a bunch of stuff. Personally speaking, I try to stay away from them. Here's the articulations. So these show the key switches. So we have pitch release and all this type of stuff, advanced. I just don't feel like going through all this. The fact that the cool thing is when you play it, it just plays as you would expect it to play. So I added that bass directly, so we really don't need the second one. And notice we didn't have to mix anything. Everything just kind of fits in its own place. It's because the sounds are just good. So again, guys, these sounds are free. It's kind of crazy. You guys will get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. I'm just looking for like a little reverse sound. All right, so basically I've just added a little different rhythm. But the fact that we could do this with free plugins is crazy. You guys will get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. Let me know what you guys think below. If I remember, I'll have all the links below. Go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio to get these project files for free. Peace out, guys.